It can be a really tough gig working in an executive team where you don't feel really comfortable with your peers. Now, I care so much about this because I've seen the difference that it makes when executive teams constantly and consciously focus on building relationships and building and maintaining trust. And then I've seen where that investment's not made, and performance suffers and individuals suffer within that. I've written a white paper on trust. It explains trust and what is it, how do we build it, how do we break it. You probably don't need a white paper to understand how to break it, but some of the building things might be more useful. You might be in an executive team where there's high levels of trust. And you're thinking, how do we leverage that so we can get things done faster? Or maybe you've got a good understanding of trust, but you're looking for a way to help some of your peers better understand trust. Or you might be in an executive team where you just know that a focus on trust would help, like building the levels of trust would help the team. So this white paper, it talks about some of the nuances of trust because we tend to think quite simplistically about trust, which is ironic given how important it is. Like we tend to think about trust as binary. Either I trust you, I don't trust you, or I trust you. But it's much more complex than that. And so we talk about that. So if you'd like the white paper, then DM me. I'd love to send it to you. And I'd really like you to have this because your team deserves to be a fearless leadership team. Like it really saddens me the number of leaders who get to Friday night and they're just exhausted. I mean, if you're exhausted because you're doing some really fantastic work and it's a really peak period, then that's fine. But if you're exhausted just because you're constantly thinking about how do I work within this group, how do I keep safe, how do I keep my people safe, that's not a great way to lead. Trust is such an important component of fearless leadership. And I would like that for you and for your peers. Anyway, if you're interested, let me know, we'll send it to you. And go fearlessly.